1, 2, 3. As we always, welcome back to Family Investment. And it's one of those last minute, again, YouTube Live, last minute unscripted, coming as we see what the market is showing, closing bell, and excuse for me not to edit my video as well. So I thought I'd come in live stream, chat to you guys to see how everybody is. And I think that's where we are. And I'm sure you all noticed I've not been away. I've not been around since my last live session with Marco. No video out since, and I must admit, there's two elements. I've been busy, really busy with work, personal, and also crypto investing. I've been so deep into crypto. And secondly is, all this studying, I became a student again, crypto, following people, it's like me consuming instead of producing content. And it came to a point where, it really took a toll out of me and, working back to work, back in the office. And I thought I'll just come out and speak to folks because one, I've been so focused on crypto, down the rabbit hole, I forget what's out there in the sunlight. And two, AMD, Nvidia, Tesla, my goodness, all the stocks that I own, CoinBase, doing well, except for Darktrace and Pinterest. Those are the two really one that's really getting battered. But those four winners, two losers has really just brought the hot air balloon up. So I thought I'd come chat to you guys about AMD and Nvidia, what I think, a bit of updated charts. And then I want to switch over to speak about crypto, why I'm bullish in Luna, why AVAX has really caught my mind, and why I might abandon the Polkadot ship. So this is the session I have today. So I just want to go in the comments and see who's there to say hello to everybody. And if you guys are watching this on record, that's the schedule. That's where we are, and I will show you the schedule on. But I just want to see hi to folks who's online because I'm using a StreamYard, and that's what I use. So it's completely different from YouTube Live, but I can see what you guys are saying. So hi Chai X, how are you doing? Thank you very much for coming, and thanks for guys coming at last minute 8 p.m. UK. I'm sure guys from different places. Chilling out on the Thursday, preparing for the Friday. BNB 365, how are you doing, my friend? Alex, tell me why you're not retired today. I'm not retired. I'm still working. Folks are asking me at work as well. I'm not there yet. Remember, my target was 2025, a huge target gap. Things are going well. I don't think I'm ready yet. I don't think the money side is ready yet. For me, I think there's this part of me thinking, taking that jump. I'm still a bit worried about it. I've not done it before. Not yet. But I can say that my plans are ahead of schedule. That's all I can say, which is good. So I know AMD, Nvidia, Coinbase. I'm not gonna send here and boast say I was right and all. I think all of us collectively as family investors, you guys watching, I think we're living in a very good generation. We had COVID, but we're living in a very good generation where we have great CEO, Jensen Huang, Lisa Su, Brian from Coinbase, even Brian from Airbnb, another great CEO. We've got Elon Musk, even the likes of Terra Lunas, Do Kwon. We got great entrepreneurs in our time, and it was one of those. We're not doing much. I'm just investing. That you guys are the same. We're investing. We've studied them. We live in a great era with social media. Or just sharing this. I cannot feel so blessed living in this generation. So hopefully our children going down will have to bring the momentum forward for this type of leadership trying to evolve the world, I think I spoke too much there. It's just so inspired. Duncan, how are you doing, my friend? I always like that picture. Sometimes I try to zoom in to see whether it's a real picture, Maybe it's a wedding pic or something, It's very majestic. And Daipesh, again, hello to you, man. Hello to you, Daipesh. Welcome back, And man, I'm stoked as well. To be honest, I've not been watching it. I've just been letting go. And I didn't realize the last time I saw it was 120. And only today when I logged this, oh my God, AMD is like almost 140 now. I was like, boom, what's going on? It's crazy. It's crazy. And Marzena, good evening to you as well. So good evening. So at least you're not in like the morning time. I was worried guys from Singapore might be up. I don't want to disturb them. This is time for like us in the GMT and then going forward. And I agree, Duncan. It's sad about pins as well. Even I tried to risk transfer pins to Twitter. I thought I was going to catch Twitter going out, and guess what? It fell down as well. So there was a couple of mistakes I made. I'm human as well. I make mistakes. I try to catch the Twitter train because I use Twitter so much. But again, I want to say about the social media. I wrote to my patrons. I want to share this openly with you guys. Social media page. We've got Snap. We've got Facebook, we've got Pinterest, we've got Twitter. All of them are falling down. It's a time, I think, they're rotating where I think they've been pumped quite high. And now they're starting to slow down. It's time for them to innovate, to evolve, like Facebook to Meta, Twitter going to crypto, Snap and Pinterest trying to break away from the Apple iOS privacy. I think there are room for them to wiggle on and evolve. I'm not seeing like new players. The only new play we had was TikTok. Yeah, went through issues with Donald Trump. But social media is still here. I think it's just for them to give them time to evolve. So I'm not going to give up on my last few pins I'm holding or my Twitter pins. Maybe I might swap for Twitter, but I still need to hold some form of social media stock. Yeah, that's where I am. And I know you guys are talking about dark trades. I saw dark trades still falling. I think it's hitting close to mine. I think I had a buy trigger at 560. I was quite surprised. It's rapidly coming down and loads of institutional selling. No clearance of where we are, but business is as usual. We have not heard anything drastic except for one of the shareholders that's still in a court case in America. Other than that, I can't really think. So 560 is where I am. I've not bought any since like my last buy at 7. So until 560 or below, then I might look at it. But for now, I think they're still going to hover. But again, guys, look at the long-term view. Business is great. Unless the business fundamental change, I will be up straight up with a straight up video saying things have changed, guys. You know, the whole thesis has changed. So I will definitely keep everyone posted. I'll put my ears on the ground, and I've got a channel about dark trades, and everybody's feeding me posts faster than me reading on the news. So everybody's on the ball. We're working as a team here, trying to get the latest news out to everyone as much as possible. And I need a hair like yours, growing my hair out. Oh man, I'm trying to hide my hair. I've got a really long ponytail. I've not had a haircut for like 18 months or something. I need to go to the barber soon. And Kaiser, first time seeing you on the show. Fell into investing, but your videos have been helping learn a lot. Many thanks. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. I must admit, I've not done much lately, but I think the fundamentals, which I've started back in January, the conviction hasn't changed. Concentrated portfolio hasn't changed. And now with the VIX going to 14, I know if you guys seen that video, Kaiser, I'm not sure you've seen the video. I worship the VIX quite a lot for this year. Things will change next year, but for now, we're still on the VIX. Now hovering the 15, 14. It's a great time to take profit sometimes, but it's also a great time to enjoy the ride on cruise control. Do nothing. It's not a great time to buy. You know, I was tempted to go into AMD and Nvidia again, buy some more because I sold some Tesla. But some of those, just enjoy the ride for now until we see VIX again prop up to like 18, 19, 20. So for now, there's nothing more we can do. And Duncan, lots of people have been talking about retirement. Duncan's mentioned the word key retirement a couple of years behind you, but I wish you start sooner. Exactly. Start sooner, but you've started. No regrets, man. You have already started. We are here. We are just investing, not just stocks, guys. I don't know if you guys have been on my last couple of live session. It's not just stocks, fellas, gentlemen, ladies, moms, sisters. It's not just about the stocks, it's about the cryptos as well. Crypto is ever changing. I've been down the crypto rabbit hole for months, and the last 3 weeks was immense after my holiday. Cryptos, if you don't hold 1 to 3%, please do consider saving some. Get some Ethereum, get some Solana, get some Luna. Great ones out there. Today, you tell me that you want to buy dog coins. I'm not going to laugh at anybody. My best friend owns dog coins. He's slamming it. He's making more yield than me and face value against my Ethereum, because crypto is changing the game for decentralization. 1 to 3%. Please do consider holding some crypto. Okay, VMAX, how man? How are you doing, VMAX? I'm keeping very, very well, very busy, family, life, and everything. So I'm excited to be here and to share with you guys what I think about AMD. I want to start the case, but I just really want to say hi to everyone. And Ikwan Shahid, apa kabar, my friend? Malaysia, 4 a.m. Man, you're still not sleeping. I'm sure, after this session, you can find a mamak stall and get some nice food. I'm not sure about the lockdown in Malaysia, but I hope you guys are well as well. So, my cousins and stuff are still in Malaysia. Not been back to Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei for a long time, but hope to come across, that time. And G Rhodes, long time no see. Rhodes, how are you doing? I don't know if you're still holding Fiverr. I speak to you when we were doing Fiverr. Are you still in Cardano? Do you have conviction? I've moved from Cardano. In fact, my journey, Cardano went to 2. Cardano went to 2, and I went straight, took the profit all the way to Ethereum. And when Cardano went to 2 to 3, I was never there. I was already in Ethereum. Same as Doge. I took my Doge profit. I went to Ethereum. So I'm not in Cardano. I'm purely on Luna, which I'll speak about today. And AVAX, one of new conviction, I will speak about. And same for Chai. I think you've asked the same question as well on it. And João Machado, how are you doing? How about Ethereum? Is it time to sell? No, I will never sell Ethereum. Ethereum has got so much functionality. Ethereum, let me just say, yeah, before I start my presentation, Ethereum will come to a point like Bitcoin where you will not be able to afford any more Ethereum. When I say anymore, if Ethereum goes $50,000, I cannot afford to buy a single Ethereum. You know, that's the bullish case thesis where Ethereum will be because of Metcalfe's law, adoption, people using it, it's expanding at a rapid rate. So Ethereum, I sold about a couple of them as well, one or two, just to fund my Polkadot, fund my Luna. Came to a point where I thought, Alex, you have to stop. It comes to a point where you cannot afford a single Ethereum. So I'm holding on. And if I still got money to buy one single Ethereum for 4,500, I would buy it. It's expensive, you know. It's approximately like 4 or 5 Tesla shares. I'll buy it. It's gonna ramp up. It's gonna evolve. It's gonna grow. But if you guys can't afford Ethereum, you know, there's always Solana and Luna that you can buy. Solana is basically Ethereum since 2017. Luna is a whole completely bull case. It's disrupting the stable coin. So something where we are. Diepish brought out a good case. Are you staying with BTC? I think there's nothing wrong buying BTC. Okay, there's something that I told a friend at work today. I think I'm not gonna do video. It's basically, if you meet me on the streets, this is what I'm gonna explain to you. Will you buy Bitcoin, Alex? I said, of course. Because the thing is, if you are waiting for a crypto dip, yeah, okay, if you're waiting for a crypto dip, let's say you got 5,000, 100, 200, 10,000 in the bank, and you want to buy crypto, but you're waiting for the dip, it's going up high. That's wrong. Holding fiat through inflation where it's depreciating, it's completely wrong. You could be waiting for 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, and your inflation will just kill off your fiat, your dollars, your pounds, your euros. So what I'll do is, if you don't know what to buy, dip into Bitcoin or Ethereum, because you know they go through cycles. Bitcoin will stay stagnant at one point and all the altcoins will shoot up. So at some point in time, when you buy a Bitcoin and it shoots up very high, and you see other altcoins coming down, then swap, jump boat. You can jump from Bitcoin to somebody else, and then when they switch places again, you can switch back again. It's very predictive to a manner where sometimes Bitcoin just stalls and everybody shoots up, and they stall and Bitcoin shoots up, and they fall and Bitcoin falls. So use Bitcoin or Ethereum as a currency to buy your next crypto coins rather than keep dollars. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. That's what I would do myself, you know. Rather than hold 5,000 in the bank, wait to buy the next Ethereum, not sure when, but Bitcoin is not moving, Ethereum is moving up. What do? Buy Bitcoin, wait for Ethereum to stop and Bitcoin to move up, and then jump boat. Simple as that. Yeah, simple as that. That's how I look at it. And one thing I would like to say to all my friends is Happy Diwali. You know, Diwali to everybody who's celebrating Diwali. I forgot it's Diwali session. You know, I don't watch TV now. It's all Twitter. Somebody told me I'm away celebrating Diwali. So happy Diwali to all of you out there who's celebrating today. So you know, enjoy the family time. I think that's really important. Okay, so how long? I've been in 15 minutes saying hello to everyone. I get dragged away really quickly. So let me get down to the session. On what I want to share today is really 4 things. Keep it simple. AMD, Nvidia, Luna, AVAX, what I'm selling, DOT, how do I see AMD, what's my valuation Nvidia. That's what I want to share, you know. Honestly, the reason why AMD, Nvidia has really shot up is 2 things that I can think of. One is Taiwan Semiconductor is really giving confidence that the new production bay may accompany, you know, the demand from AMD, Nvidia, Apple. The new production line, they might be keeping up demand. So it gives a really good reason for these 2 companies to be another 60% growth next year. Remember last year, 60% growth. This year, production meet demand, even though shortage, still 60%. Next year, production could still meet, even though demand's growing, still going up. But the second new thing that came up, why we feel AMD and Nvidia is bullish, because of the artificial intelligence, because of metaverse, because of Facebook announcing they changed the name to Meta, and then Microsoft running ahead saying, oh, me too, we're creating a new metaverse. So creating this new metaverse, creating this new culture, creating this new world, Web 3.0, it requires a lot of power systems, it requires a lot of cloud computing, it requires a lot of AI, lots of graphic cards. And guess who is the leading edge in this 2 technology? AMD and Nvidia. And now these investors are putting a calculation in, which I already said before, I felt they were undervalued, severely undervalued. And now they're putting additional spec on about the new metaverse and how will this impact the business. And boom, they're all going, oh my goodness, it's properly undervalued, but it was already undervalued. Now they even forget about the takeover for ARM or Xilinx falling over because it's a whole new business and nobody can come except for this two great, and also Intel hopefully behind them because there's so much demand that we need to keep up. Just to make metaverse work, to accelerate, we hope AMD, Nvidia, even Intel to catch up and help, ease all the situation, because we've got cars coming along, we've got fridges that need semiconductor chips, we got megatons of stuff that's around, the cameras, phones, even our security cameras, even I don't know, my kids' toys. More and more stuff are requiring chips, smarter processing chips to be in place to keep up demand. Okay, so that's where I am, and let me go to my thing. Okay, so today's agenda, I'm going to speak AMD, Nvidia. I'm going to really speak about the charts. I'm not going to explain to you why fundamentally they're bullish. You could have known. I'm going to repeat whatever 50 other YouTubers out there are going to tell you about whatever's coming out. Okay, everything's speculation. It's bullish. It's great. Why I'm selling dots. As you all know, if you follow me, I've been trying to not promote, pump and dump, but I like dots. I studied dots for like 3 months. I joined the community. It came to a point where parachain auctions coming up. I mean, they're open up now for a couple of the projects, 4th of November, but I'm selling a week before parachain auction. Why? And the two reasons is Luna and AVAX. That's what I really want to run through briefly with everyone. And then Q&A at the end again, okay? Just want to engage with every one of you. So, let me just go. So let's start off by speaking about AMD first. So this was what I last captured around about 1 o'clock. I think it's gone up higher, or maybe it's dipped a bit to 290. No, sorry, I'm talking about Nvidia first. Let me just make sure my chart is right. Okay, sorry, I'm talking about Nvidia first. Sorry, AMD at 300. I was thinking, what's happening? Nvidia at 300. I think you're hovering about the 300 bucks. So it's really rise to fame. Really, it's broke all. Okay, when I say breakaway, last all-time high, it broke away all the flaws. I was having difficulty trying to gauge where they will stop. I do not chart, I do not do Fibonacci until they stop at a peak and they start rolling off, start establishing a new ceiling. But for Nvidia, I was waiting for the ceiling for weeks, 2 weeks. It kept going. I was still waiting. It kept going, and that is where we are just now. So my chart might not be accurate, but I have to present what I see. This is what I'm talking about. It broke last all-time high. It broke that ceiling. It broke another ceiling. It's come to 302. Is that the ceiling? I don't even know if that's a ceiling. Is it going to go even higher? I really don't know. Like Tesla, it's the same. It broke one ceiling. It broke two ceilings. It's going to the third ceiling. How high can it go? I really don't know. But people are paying for future value. People are seeing the potential. Pumping, option trader, I don't know, but it's going up. It's institution, it's retail, it's everybody. Remember the news saying that retail investors don't really care, Robinhood are moving to crypto, but look, it's going up. There's some stocks that people still believe in long term. It's not just a Tesla, it's AMD, it's Nvidia as well, okay? And also CoinBase. So I don't even know if that's the ceiling that we have to watch. And again, look at that volume in a single day, about 12, 13, 14, 15%. I'm not surprised if there's a bit pullback tomorrow, but I don't know if on the third day it will go up. The candle shows super bull. Okay, it's bull all the way. I don't know when it's going to stop. But this is the last time when we spoke about it. I think when it hit about 220, I sold and it came back down here. I bought around about this point, but it went a bit lower. So that my last accumulation point was this point. And I hope you guys are the same. I hope you guys bought in at that like buy trigger level. This buy trigger, I hope you guys reading, watching, following me. I'm not the biggest YouTube follower. I don't mind, but I've got a great community behind me. I hope you guys bought. And look at where we are. It's just gone all-time high. And I could have done a video about it, but I thought I'd just come online and say, well done to everybody. And the world is still bright. Why? Because next is going to be the valuation, guys. Okay, so let me speak of the valuation, where I see it. So estimate EPS, I'm estimating my EPS for 2022 forward. Okay, 2022, I'm even being super conservative that we're going to hit EPS 4 for 2022. I think they'll hit more. It's not even accounting for the 60% growth. I'm counting for like about 40% growth. But I put 4. But on my growth rate, I put 60. That's what I want, hopefully, the target to be achieved. Even it's 55 and 5. But let's work on 60. Bond yield, 4.22. That's accounting for interest rates return and everything. So we already captured a case, yeah? Intrinsic value. So where the value is coming is 535. The last time I valued this before stock split was around about 1,000. So 1,000 divided by 4. Yeah, it's around about 250. No, yeah, about 250. So this 500 times 4 is around about 2,000. So the last time I valued this was around about 1,000. Now 500 times 4 is about 2,000. So we're talking about if the 60% growth for 2022 and of 2022, we should see about 535. Okay, we're looking quite far here. I'm putting a telescope about like 13 months. But this is where we are. This is how easy the game would be. I can do loads of different simulation and different bull bear case study, but this is the simplest as we can get just to present to you guys. As long as we get 60%, as long as TSMC, supplier, the demand is not a problem. It's supplier that can forecast it. And now we've got Meta, we've got Microsoft coming in, we've got Google who wants to expand, but Google's also working with AMD. We're talking about an easy, I'm not going to say an easier, even if you don't end of year 2022, but we're talking about 2023. I mean, it's one of those stocks you can buy, you can sleep and don't worry about it. Okay. But the problem now is, Alex, lots of people asking, when do you buy again? I cannot tell you the buy trigger now until I see a top and then it rolls off, stabilizes itself, and then I can evaluate where we are. Now, I cannot go and tell you that it's going to drop up to 245 here. You're going to see this like, no, I'm not going to say that. That's not the way. I'm not to a point where we are traders, we're investors here. We have to wait for an established level where institutions are willing to pay, and that's where they are, and then we work our way downwards. And we have to see what news really supports this ceiling level. So that's where we are. That's where my valuation. I'm bullish. I'm not even wanting to sell at this point. I don't even want to miss the boat, okay? I've sold Tesla. I've lost almost 20. I sold Tesla at 1,050. I missed that run up to 1,200. Literally, it was 20%. I sold about 25, 35, 25, I can't remember, percent of my stocks. Holding cash and looking like an idiot saying, what am I going to buy this cash now? Risk transfer, you broke your rules. So I'm not selling. That's all I can say. I'm bullish. I'm waiting for that 2025, that 1 trillion, 1.5 trillion, 2 trillion market for AMD, for Nvidia. And now my highest conviction, I admit, AMD is my highest conviction just now because I've been buying. Buy trigger, you all know, 100, 107, 170. I've been buying lots of AMD. And it came to a point where it was only stock that I was buying for the last, I don't know, 8-12 weeks. So AMD, it's 136 now. I know on my last video said be patient, wait for 117, and guess what? No, it never came to 117. Alex, it just went rocket up. So 136 today, I'm going, wow, this is great. It's going to hit the 150 zone now. So this was the chart I presented in my last video. I said, okay, break all-time high. That's the next floor. Rob 135, and guess what? Today it reached 136 in just less than a week. So last video, again, I don't want to really go and say, I'm right, but this is how people work on. You can do the same. It's not me being right. I'm just using the fundamentals of Fibonacci. You can, guys, you watch me, you can do exactly the same as I plotted, and this is where you are, and this is where we stop. And if you keep go higher, then I have to replot it. But now 135, I think it might be the top. Again, I'm not selling because I've bought enough. I don't want to time the market anymore. I didn't want to lose more opportunities. I've taken enough risks trying to swing. That's me. I'm waiting for the next buy. I've got money that I've sold from Tesla. So it could be Tesla, AMD, Nvidia, CoinBase. I don't know who's going to drop to the right level that I think is right, that I'll buy. And this is how I play the game now. I'm just accumulating. Okay. Really all in, guys. I'm already squeezed all in. And there's some folks on my Discord saying, Alex, what if he breaks that point and goes higher? You see, people challenge me. So I have to share back constructively. And if I replot, it's a bit messy, but this is the number that you see, 158. Okay, that's the number. If it breaks again, man, if it goes up crazy, because Xilinx take merger is really Xilinx merger will really play a crucial role. Lisa Su said this. Xilinx merger eventually will play a crucial role to Facebook metaverse. Okay, the chip they produce will really suit. I need to understand a bit more, but I'll find out, do my research, and I share with you. That's what she said. Xilinx will play a huge role in Facebook's metaverse expansion. And who knows, it might go 158. But for me, personally, as an investor, I like it slow and steady. But then, is it going slow? To be honest, like I said, it's been undervalued the whole time. I already said that it should be 150 like 6 months ago, but why is it not? So it's now showing its true value, true face value. So I like it. And now going to Ethereum's intrinsic. Again, I think I've retweaked this a bit. I'm trying to forecast for end of year, 60% growth for end of year 2022. What year are we in? So you put in the numbers. That's why I say they're undervalued. Look, the intrinsic value is 372. 372 for the intrinsic value, without looking at the details, without looking at the breakdown of revenue and expenses and merger. That is where we are, 372. And now we're sitting 160. It's still cheap. I mean, so I'm waiting for the roll-off. I'm waiting for the establishment before I start plotting new buy triggers. But I think my last buy trigger is really just thrown away. Who knows? Who knows? Like my rule of thumb is when you break the last break point, the next step that you fall down to is that point. Still 117. My buy triggers, it may still drop, but it may still break away. I cannot tell you. We have to wait and see. Very, very bullish. I like it. So before I go to crypto, I just want to go back and see if anybody's got any questions or anything you'd like to share with me. Who might be coming in. Oh, Bonnie, I missed that message. And you said, do you think AMD and Nvidia is overvalued? No, you've seen the chart. I don't think they're overvalued. I think they're severely undervalued. I think folks do not see the real value. But when I say undervalued, yeah, we're looking forward to 23, 24, 25. That's how we investors look, how we envision it. The only thing that stops it is new competition or if cash flow is bad. But the cash flow and everything is running fluid engines. They're going to spend more capital. They want to expand. But through that cycle with the demand, it's really outbetting the supply. If they keep the supply up and keep the demand, they can just as long as they keep the 60% growth, as long as they can, and this is where they will boom. When they're going to end the cycle, we don't know, but I don't think it's overvalued. That's what I think. Really, Bonnie Wonder, that's what Everything Money Channel latest video says. Today says, really? I would love to hear. Oh, is it what they say today? Everything Money Channel said the latest video say, yeah, like I said, I don't think it's over, but I'm not saying there will not be a pullback. Pullback is it's quite healthy for folks who take profit at this point, but I would say for collectively as family investors, I've been trying to buy this. I've been trying to tell everybody buy Nvidia since way before stock split. I think stock split around about the 900 zone. I was telling people to buy at 400, 500, 600. So if you all bought at that point, the 2020 era, where you bought it at a very low point, it's not going to drop to your low point. It's all about accumulating. I'm still accumulating. So overvalued now. I personally have taken Tesla profit. I'm not going to take AMD and Nvidia. I'm not going to take profit in all 3 assets or 4 assets. I've already taken Tesla profit. Made a mistake of that. I should have watched it long, but I've got cash. So I'm waiting for one of these to fall, and then I'll jump back in again. So that's me working by it. That's the way I try to swing it, the way I try to keep cash, the way I try to keep cash flow healthy. So overvalue, long term, no. Short term, folks might take profit, but I'm holding on. Okay. Kratos, just looking. Yeah, Dark Trace. Is it time to sell? Dark Trace. I did say there was a buy trigger point of 560 I mentioned earlier. I'm surprised that it came down really quick, really fast. I'm still waiting for business fundamental to tell me that something is wrong somewhere. They've lost a big client, or there's an issue with one of the software that they need time to spend money to fix. If I don't hear that, I think fundamentally they're still on track. FTSE 100, sitting what they are, it's really, really very, very cheap. So they're in FTSE 100. So I don't think that's much to worry about. And it's just one Peel Hunt's. I personally think it's wrong. I think the valuation is wrong. I think they're just using the UK model. They should put it on a global scale model. Okay. Folks always ask me hard question like, what is your next 10x stock? So for me now, yeah, I know I did a few 10x stocks before, like Tiger and all. It all came down. I sold it at a loss or break even. It comes to the point where I cannot really think of a 10x stock. I can tell you a lot of 10x cryptos, but 10x stock is quite hard. So for me, I bought AMD, Nvidia, some of these stocks are really, really early days. So those 10x for me is, 10x since I bought them since 18, 19, resell and buy it back. My average price in that point. So my 10x is really looking back at that time, but 10x at this standpoint is going to be hard for me to capture. Even if really 10x, I think the only one that I can think about, only 2 really, is my Dark Trace and CoinBase. CoinBase at 50, 60, 70 billion. I think they still have a chance to hit 1 trillion in the next 10, 15 years for CoinBase. So if you want to ask me what my next 10x stock, I would say CoinBase. That's where Dark Trace as well. Yep. Okay. Thoughts on Lemonade. So I think I did speak about Lemonade previously, and I said it was a buy point about 60, 70. And I've not looked at it today, but I believe they had now finally got their insurance for car insurance for Lemonade. So hopefully there's a bit of bullish case. But one thing that I'm really, really upset about Lemonade is the way they deploy their products is really slow. I know insurances company can be a bit slow on legislation and approvals, but man, they are slow. They came to a point where if they slow down like this, there'll be another competition coming out, and indeed there is. There's one UK unicorn insurance company similar to Lemonade called Marshmallow. I'm waiting for the IPO. Okay, guys, write it down, put it on the radar. Marshmallow. It's going to be a UK unicorn IPO to be the rival to Lemonade. If that comes, I will look at it as close as I look at it at Darktrace. I'll buy as early as I bought Darktrace. So Marshmallow is something I look at, but Lemonade is still clearly the leader with over 1 million subscribers. And hopefully with car insurance is going to propel them to the next 2-3 million, because car insurance, everybody needs to drive. Pet insurance, not everybody has got a pet, but with car insurance, everybody needs a car insurance. Household, there's only one household to 4 or 5 people. But car insurance is potentially 4 cars in a single home. So car insurance, hopefully they propel. But again, we have to watch and learn. Market cap is only 4.39 billion. And waiting for it to go above 150 again, it's going to be something that we have to wait and see. But, we need to watch them for cash flow. But again, I'm going to stick with my last previous buy trigger. I think about 60 and then 70. And then if you want to swing, be wise sometimes. It's not going to go 100 and stay there. If it actually hits 80, 90, 100, if you're in the 10-20% regime of profit, it's going to take some profit sometimes, That's how I would play, how I would invest in a Lemonade. Okay. John Tickle, how are you doing, John? Kept Nvidia on 212 at 150, so 100%, and took profits on eToro and bought back at 213. Oh God, well done. Time it right. I shouldn't be here telling you to time the market. It's really, really wrong. It's really breaking all rules. But if you know the company really well, then good. I always say, I said on Twitter today, follow me on Twitter, by the way, it's alexkohyt at Alex at alexkohyt. So I use Twitter a lot nowadays. I quit Facebook. Twitter is my go-to game. So what I've said on folks, you see what John has done is he monitors Nvidia. I've seen guys on Twitter, they monitor like 15 different growth stocks. I mean, who can actually, even me trying to keep up 5 stocks, I struggle. I only focus on Darktrace because of the activities. And now I'm homing into Nvidia and AMD because of them going up. Normal days, I don't look at them until earnings. But even keeping up 5 stocks, 5 earnings, 5 CEO, 5 Twitter accounts for the various different people that I need to follow, it's tiring. I don't understand how people keep up more than 10 stocks. So I'm saying it's like John here, good example. He focused on Nvidia. He knows what's happening. He knows the technical fundamentals. He knows why they turn around, why they reverse, why they move out like AMD, why they stalled, why they halt because of option traders, because of the push down and Xilinx delayment. So that's where we are. We have to focus on very small amount of stocks. So don't go into too many deep stocks. Do you see the semiconductor? Brian, good question. That's why I really caught my eye. Brian Griffin, how you doing, my friend? How do you see semiconductor industrial as still being cyclic? Yeah, I still think there'll be a point in time where AMD and Nvidia will hit the top and they will lose 20-30% of their value and stay stagnant for 18 months or 2 years. Because I've seen that back around about 2017, 2018, when the crypto cycle dropped, killed. Nvidia went all the way to 250, 275 and dropped all the way to 150. I've seen that $100 drop within the span of 1 to 2 months. And guess what? When it hit 150, there was one of the first few stocks I bought for my daughter. And I think back then she was like 4 or something. I bought 150 Nvidia for my daughter back then. And boom, it just grew. So kids' investment is easy. But then again, yes, there's a cycle. There come to a point where the demand will slow down, the supply will outsource itself. And then you just see that, cash flow has changed. The growth rate has decreased. But now, watch the growth rate. If the growth rate starts to slow down, total addressable market is slowing down, something you have to be aware about. I'm not saying they're going to go up in a straight line, but that's where we are just now for this stock. Okay. So, Aaron, how are you doing, Aaron? Aaron Kitching, you bought another 50% of Darktrace on it. Well done. Well done. Conviction, FTSE. There's a reason why Darktrace is on the FTSE 100. And if you guys are on the same side of me, rather than Pilhan, understanding that Darktrace is a global stock. Darktrace is it's wrongly it's just wrongly valued. I've said it many times, and I really disagree with them. So okay, so now let me go back to my presentation on the crypto. Okay, before I go back to my comments, so I really want to go back and say, Alex, why did you sell Solano? No, Solano. Why did you sell Polkadot? But before I go, I still think Polkadot, I'm still bullish. The reason why I sell Polkadot is my nature of investing is concentration. I don't like to put 10% here, 10% there, 5%, 3%. You know what I'm like. If you guys follow me, I'm a concentration. Even holding 5 stocks, I'm sometimes telling myself, Alex, is that a bit too much? Is it 5 stocks a bit too much for you? Maybe you should put it down to 3 stocks. But I can't. Darktrace, CoinBase, I really can't let them go as well. Opportunity. I've let go CrowdStrike. I've let go SEA. I've let go of Square. I've let go Lemonade. this, I've got a handful of stocks that I wish I owned, but I can't. I've let go. Pump in here. Same as Polkadot. I've gone huge on Ethereum. I've gone huge on Luna. I've started AVAX and I hold some crypto coins. I cannot stretch myself anymore. There's 4 coins. Remember, I've got the stocks and I'm saving individual for my cryptos and I'm growing this. Man, I wish I got all the money in the world, but no. Polkadot, I'm bullish. I still see that Polkadot could hit 60 and 100 if the power chain auction goes really, really well. And with the power chain auction, you lock it up. 2 years later, you get rewarded. This projects, these coins that you earn. So this is a Binance. I'm not promoting Binance. I just felt that, Polkadot Warriors, who produced this slide, is really pretty. It's a nice color, great UX. And slot auctions are now 11th of November. That's when the power chain auction is out. And my 2 favorite one is Moonbeam and Akala. And if I had a third horse race running, it'd be Bifrost. That's what I really like about them. These 2 are huge. They're huge investors. They're huge VC backup. Bifrost might be an underdog. I like the DeFi. I like the UX UI. I like where they're coming from. But again, they need to flourish. Projects like this will only flourish if they get the best developers and the best leaders in the game. Very obvious. Again, it comes to a point where crypto markets, developers are stretched. Facebook, Amazon, Google, Nvidia, they're all losing software developers to projects like this. And this is the one. So if you don't know what power chain auction is, it's basically you buy Polkadot, you own Polkadot. When I started buying Polkadot, it was about 18, 19, 20. I own heaps of them. It was my 2nd biggest holding. And now it's dropped to my 4th and 5th biggest holding. I still hold them. I'm deciding if I should sell the remainder lot. So what I've done is I've sold 60% of my Polkadot about last week or 10 days ago for Terra Luna. Okay, so bullish about it. I had to make a difficult choice. So difficult. During my holidays, I had to decide, why am I doing this? Concentration. I have to pick one team player. I have to pick one striker. I cannot pick 2 strikers. I need 1 striker to score 10 goals. I cannot get 2 strikers to score 3 goals each. I need 1 guy to score 10 goals. That's what I believe. So Polkadot, I'm bullish. I think it'll be 2x if minimum, 5 or 10x if one of these projects does well. So when I say 2x minimum, meaning that the Polkadot you put in, if you put $100 worth of, if you put, let's say for example, if you put $10,000 worth of Polkadot into any of these, I'm sure the rewards returned from these tokens that they give you for free will be the equivalent amount of the Polkadot that you've installed in. So you invest 10,000, the rewards you get from these tokens will be 10,000 and they'll be for free. You get 10,000 worth of these tokens at least in reward. But your 10,000 Polkadot will be returned to you only after 2 years, okay? After 2 years, when you lock this up, they will give it back to you in Polkadot. If you invested 10,000 Polkadot coins, they'll return you 10,000 Polkadot coins. But in the meantime, within that 2 years, you get rewarded whatever of these projects that you invested in that won that candle auction. Simple. It's like eBay. You put money bid on it. If they win, that's yours. Simple as that. So Binance has got some special promotion, a reduced lockup period, and blah, blah, blah. You can go into the details. I'm not really sure what's happening there. I've not really looked, but it's nice. It's one sheet that tells everything about Polkadot. But for me, I've sold it. I've still got 40% left, which will be unlocked from staking on the 12th, 13th, and 14th, because I locked them off 3 months for 12.5% bearing interest. So once I unlock, I'm still deciding whether I'm going to lock it for 2 years. The painful thing that I don't like about it is that 2 years lockup. It's a long time, yeah. 2 years is that 2025 target for me. Is that do I want to lock so much money for 2 years to earn these coins and not sure what to do? When the reason why I do it, because Terra Luna has matured. It's blossomed into a beautiful flower. It's blossomed into this phoenix that could just roar and roar and roar. And this is what I want to speak about today, why I'm bullish about Terra Luna. And also, if you guys have seen my last videos with my good friend, Marco Wang, who has been really bullish, who's been educating me, and man, I just want to echo what he says as well. And I'll show you specifically why I'm bullish on Terra. So Polkadot, I'm bullish, but I think Terra Luna has got more option. But I'm not trying to deter you guys and ask you guys to sell Polkadot. It's really, really silly, and I'm just trying to be transparent what I do. Use my thesis case as one of your options to decide what you want to do. Again, Polkadot is really simple. Put it, you put your Polkadot in, you vote, you win, you wait, you get rewarded. Simple as that. Terra Luna is a bit more complex, guys. Okay, it takes a bit more hard work. Okay, why Terra Luna? Okay, I've got a blank page. This is the reason why, because I want to change my screen and just tell you why. Just let me remove my screen, stop sharing screen, and let me get my share screen. Fully figured crypto. Okay, you are looking now at my personal shortlist. Okay, I'm watching Ethereum, I'm watching Solana, I'm watching Polkadot, I'm watching Terra, I'm watching AVAX. So this is my list, yeah. This is the list that I watch, okay? If you guys see me scroll down, there will be my hidden gem. Okay, I'll show it to you guys now. And I'm very, very open. So my hidden gems are like Engine, which I did say buy when at $1 before. I think one of my early videos is 3. I don't hold it, by the way. I don't hold it. I've sold it, took profit, and moved elsewhere, but it's still growing up. Cardano, KDA, another hidden gem. Mover, another hidden gem. Joe, Anchor, they're tokens. They're not. Mirror is tokens. Spirit is tokens. Olympus, write it down. Time, write it down. Spell, write it down. Popsicle Finance. So these are the ones, okay? The ones I mentioned. These are all other tokens, tokens that you farming tokens. So they don't really hold much spriting value. Phantom. So the one I already want to speak about, Terra Luna. Okay, Terra Luna. I don't know if you guys watched my video with Marco Wang. His prediction is 200. I've seen some guys' predictions at 1,000, but I think we want to stick to the 200 first. We're talking about 200 not in 2 years, yeah, but we're talking about 200 in the next couple of months. That's how crazy we are. There's only 9 protocols now compared to Ethereum, who's got like hundreds of protocols at 9, and now we're expecting 160 more projects coming in. And it's going to just expand. So how does Terra Luna expand? It's basically Terra Luna is linked to the UST stablecoins. And once we use a lot of, if UST starts growing, it will grow. Let me show you. Okay, let me show you. I'm going to show you because I'm here to educate and share so you can run with this information on your own in future. Okay, I'm not here to hide information. I'm trying to share as much as I can. But first, let me see how am I going to get. Sometimes these things annoy me quite a bit. Oops, I want categories. Nope. Okay, sorry, give me a second. Sometimes I struggle with the filtering. Filter. Okay. Stable. Okay, back to the question. Alex, why are you so bullish on Terra? The reason why I'm bullish on Terra is the stable coin they produce called the UST. For every Terra, for every UST produced, you burn a Luna. So Luna, that you get amount of Luna liquidity. Every time a Terra gets UST, stablecoin gets produced for function, Luna gets burned away. Okay, so scarcity is great. So Luna, Terra USD, which is Luna's version of stablecoin, is sitting at number 60 at a market cap of 2 billion here. The biggest one is at 70 billion. Look at how far this bad boy compared to this bad boy is. And Do Kwon is trying to get this number to 10 billion by the end of the year, which is not far away. End of the year, that's his goal target. That's why he's pushing on the protocol. So we're going for 3 billion all to 10. So we see another 3x. Okay, we're at 50. We're going to see 150, not very far off soon. That's why I'm very, very bullish. And I can see this protocol really just expanding right in front of my face. Okay, so this is one of the key reasons. And the next reason is really, which I will speak about tomorrow on my LiveSpot. So anyone who's interested in my LiveSpot, go to livespot.co/alexko, where I'll be actually digging into the details of this Nexus protocol. But for now, I'm just going to show you high level. Why am I bullish? So what you do here is you get your Luna coins, and what Luna does is you convert it to UST. Okay, like I said, you get your Luna, you go to Anchor, you use your software, you swap to UST. You keep your Luna, you swap to UST, you borrow loan, and your UST you go into farming. And one of my favorite protocol that I watch every 2 hours, okay, is this protocol here, where you can farm coins. Okay, farm by thing called liquid pooling. Liquid pooling is where you sandwich 2 different coins together. And look at this, guys. You don't see this in stocks here. 300% APR, 182% APR, 284% APR. Yeah, Alex said, oh, this is a scam, Alex. Trust me, I am seeing this getting rewarded to me. I am actually earning coins. I started earning $90 a day, 120. It came to a point yesterday I was making around about almost $250 to $300 a day. You didn't hear me wrong. $250 to $300 a day farming from this. Obviously, you need to put in your Ethereum and PSI. So folks are in there. So as long as they provide incentives like this and get people in the game using UST for farming to help the ecosystem, it's just going to bring more and more players in. Metcalfe law, where more adoption comes in, more UST being used, it's just going to push the value up. And not only that, Terra Luna is also bridging with Solana. So soon, if we see Solana, we see Polkadot coming in here for farming, liquid pooling, it's going to really kill the existing ecosystem for Polkadot or Solana. If people are paying you well with the USD, everybody's going to take their tokens because nobody's selling. They're going to come in here and start farming. And this is the way that people adoption grows. And that's why I think there's so much room. Even Valkyrie, I know Valkyrie has dropped quite drastically, but Valkyrie, if you're still holding their liquidity, they're paying over 500%. That's crazy. Staking 300%, 500%. You cannot get this anywhere else in any other protocols except for Luna. They're paying all the early investors very, very well, and they're spreading the wealth really, really well. And it's just because the share price going up, these yields will go up. So that's why I'm very bullish on Terra Luna. Trust me, there are the projects that's coming out. I can't even finish in this segment. Astropod. They have even got this protocol, which I will show you, which I hopefully cover in future. It will just blow your mind. Apollo is another project that's developed by Terra, and it's one of the reasons why I'm going to Terra. Okay, you will know why when I say this. Okay, it just really, really fits with me. But first, I need to wait for it to open. It's not opening. Okay. So you know that you hold crypto, you hold stocks. Sometimes you go, oh, I wish I got more money for crypto. And this makes it even great. With the UST you own here, you can actually buy stocks in here. I can buy ABNB, synthetic ABNB, MBNB. I can buy synthetic Tesla. I can buy synthetic Netflix. I can buy synthetic Amazon. And guess my favorite, AMD is somewhere around here. Where's AMD? Come on. AMD. AMD somewhere around. Let's say AMD. When I buy AMD at 138 USD, I hold them. And guess what? They pay me 43% yield. They pay me 43% in mirror coins. They pay me 43% yield. So it's like option trading. Option trading we do over here. But actually, I make 43% over here without doing anything. You just put in my USD. I get rewarded coins. And the tokens I make, I can convert them and buy more AMD. I can recompound them. It's crypto stock. Side by side. It just fits my identity. And it's on the Terra Luna. It's giving guys opportunity to, and you got NFTs, you got all that sort. So I'm just touching the surface, explaining to you guys why I'm bullish, and I'm just looking at this, studying this. I'm on Telegram every day on the Terra Luna. That's why I'm really, really bullish about Terra. So much opportunity, and this is only the beginning. This is only the 9 protocols that we're talking about. I've just shown you 3 protocols here. 9. There'll be 160 coming soon for 2022. The whole world will be booming. Soon, you'll be using UST, your Terra Luna UST, to buying air tickets, credit cards. You'll be using it to pay school fees. You're using it to pay your taxi fare. It's growing. It's expanding. It's quick. We're starting to become decentralized banking. That's what Terra Luna is building. It's completely disruptive. So that's just the tip. If you guys want to hear more about it, I'll put it in the comment below. I'm actually on a LiveSpot. I'll show you the link. Live. I'm actually there doing a full. Actually, I'm actually doing it for my Patreon members, but it's open. If you guys are free at 5 o'clock tomorrow, feel free to come. I'm doing for Patreon members, but then again, it's open for everyone to try. So this is the topic. Crypto farming, making $250. That's what I'm talking about. How I'm doing on Nexus. I'm going to go through the details tomorrow. So anybody free 5. This is the link. I'll put it there. Save it. You can feel free to join, ask your questions, blah blah blah. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the question side to see if there's any other questions. And let me have a drink of water. I like questions that I've just spoke about. Aga vlog, how are you doing? Always see you in live session. Thank you very much for always supporting me. I really appreciate it. Do you think Luna will be listing on Coinbase as Luna, not W Luna? And if you own W Luna, when is listing? Okay, so for me, if you want to own Luna, I hope Coinbase sells in Luna in a wallet that you can send it to a Terra wallet. Okay, Luna is type of coin that you don't buy and hold it on your crypto.com, your Robinhood, or your KuCoin, or your Binance. No, it's one of those where you buy from exchange You send it to your Terra Station wallet, and that's where all the happening, all the DeFi, Wi-Fi, staking all happens. It's all under one roof. You buy from exchange, you transport it over into your Terra Station wallet, and that's it. So I'm not sure what Coinbase is doing. I know Coinbase has got some weird, funky WUST or UUST. I hope they come out as a Luna coin. I'm not sure it's going to be soon. It might be end of the year, might be in January, but they need to, because everybody's demanding for Luna, because like crypto.com is making a lot of money from me, my fees on Luna. If Coinbase is not grabbing this opportunity, they're at a loss. A lot of people are going to KuCoin, Binance, and crypto.com to buy the Luna and then send it all to the station wallet. And this exchange are making lots of money. If Coinbase doesn't do it, they're really... So I hope they change about it, because it's not one of those you buy and hold. You actually buy and utilize them and farm them. Okay, a good question. Bonnie Wonnie, you're the same. Bullish on Luna. Rhodes, I'm just going to the question on G Rhodes. He says, what's your thoughts on Baba? So I think someone asked me on Discord previously on what I think about the Chinese stocks. So it comes to a point where I wouldn't touch the Chinese stocks just now. It looks high risk, high reward. But at this point in time, I prefer a risk and reward factor on crypto rather than Chinese stocks. Eventually, I will still look at them, especially the likes of Tencent, Baba. It fits my bill. Tech, social media company. But I just want it for it to settle down. Loads of cases that's going on. The Western news and the Chinese news are always different. So I'm just waiting for it to settle down. But all I'm saying is, I think we've hit the floor, or are we hitting the floor? I mean, Chinese economy will rebound eventually. People are prospering there. People are trying to get back on their feet eventually. So I would hold my personal buying just now. But if anybody's holding, then, you just have to have really, a tough stomach to stomach it through. Once it bounces back, it bounces back. I've seen it back when Tencent was on a rut in 2018, 2019 for one whole year. I bought Tencent. I remember when it was like 150, 200, it went all the way up to like 350, and then it just hit the peak, and it never stopped moving because of the situation they were in, and they stopped. So they do go through that ruts, and they get clamped, they get threshold reduced, and then over time, but you just have to hold them up. But if again, it's quite hard to call. I can't really call it just now for the Chinese stocks in overall, but I think it's still a dominant one that all institutions are watching. Okay. Money Vagla, what's your price target for AMD? I think I did a video last time I showed early on as well about 117. Don't think it'll come back down now. I don't know how high they're still going to fly across. For me, I'm still going to wait until they settle down. I've got cash on the side waiting to buy, but I don't have until they really settle. I only wait for them to hit the ceiling, settle down before I can do my pie trigger. But the last one was 117. It looks silly from now, but then again, the last time we saw at 125, it dropped back to 100, 25% drop. It does happen. But now the bullish case is even stronger. So I just had to wait and see for that one. Bonnie asked a really good question. Alex, what do you think of SEC cracking down Terra Luna, Terraform Labs, suing Do Kwon? Do Kwon said something really right here. He says that even if SEC sues them, throws him in jail, do whatsoever, they cannot stop the Mirror Protocol, because the suing is to sue USD based on Mirror Protocol, because they're using, like I showed you, the synthetic stocks. It's decentralized. He wrote the code. He led the team with the principles to write the code. But now it's under the governance of the people, of us. So if Do Kwon wants to do something like list a new stock or list a new change, he has to put a governance for us to vote yes, then we go for it. Even if he says, okay, we're going to close down Mirror Protocol now, everybody vote. And guess what we're going to vote? We're going to say no. So the SEC cannot close down the Mirror Protocol, and there's no way they can corner him. What SEC needs to understand is decentralized. It's a threat to them. They need to ways or means to work with the Terraform Labs to make things better. Many ways that this could really keep an advantage side for the SEC. So things like that you have to just have to see. Okay, no problem. I will just go back to where's my slide? So what was I speaking about earlier on? So now share screen. I think my next slide was to speak about. Oh wait, I was supposed to speak about why I find AVAX bullish as well. Okay, so I'm starting to look at AVAX. So I'm not a full expert on AVAX just yet, but AVAX is another one of those good news that we have heard today is what was that? There was a company. Who's that company that buys all the cryptos? Oh, I lost my chain of thoughts now. Let me just bring it up. Okay, allow. Okay, AVAX. So what happened at AVAX today is I think AVAX did hit a peak and come back down again. Okay, I think AVAX did hit a peak around about the September period where they hit about 78 and then it dropped back down because AVAX is really, really largely adopted just now. It's cheaper, faster, stronger. It's very similar to Polkadot, but it's got more adoption. So that's where we are. And it's just rising and rising. So one of the key reasons why I like AVAX is the DEX exchange, what you can do, liquid pool, you can farm. And one of the favorite one that I really like is Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's is really complex. Yeah, I don't recommend it for folks who is just into investing. So I'm just going to show you briefly why I'm bullish on AVAX. So again, a coin that has got function, that's got ecosystem, they got exchange in mode, they can trade between the likes of Ethereum and all. It's a great coin. It's functional. It's all linked, interlink for everybody. It's great. So you've got farms and pools here. I mean, stocks investor going, what is farms and pooling? So it's basically you using different coins, merge them, and hope to farm another coin out. So I like Traders Joe, but the one real reason why I'm looking at AVAX is this: it's gonna take. I'm gonna have difficulty trying to explain this. Yeah. So it's called Wonderland, and wait for it to load. So what Wonderland does is, I'm talking about AVAX now. It's not moving. Wonderland money, can you move? Okay, so Wonderland money is basically, I'm not going to log on. Oh no. Okay, I can't get Wonderland up. So I get Olympus DAO. Okay, I'll show you. So this a different type of crypto that helps to build a treasury. So this is Ethereum's version of their treasury build. So what they do here, this sounds really crazy. What you do is you basically take your Ethereum, convert it to Olympus DAO, and you can come in here. And what you do is you can make about 8,000% APY on staking. So when it first started off here, they were paying around about 144,000, and it started dropping. Very high risk. And one of the reasons why they do this here is to build the treasury bill, is for encourage people to put money in and lock it away for a year. So, technically, if you put $1,000 and if it maintained that level, you could have gotten 166,000x over the year. It sounds crazy. At 10,000, it becomes 1.6 million. I don't know if that's ever true. I have not seen anybody, because this only started back in around about June. And everybody, so the more you hold, the lower it drop. So what happens is it helps to build treasuries for crypto. So this is like the treasury build, like building a treasury department for Ethereum. And Wonderland Time is the one that's building the treasury department for AVAX. So basically, they just copied the code and port it over to AVAX and did the same. And it's got really a good response, and people are going. So they pay high interest. So what they're trying to say here is, you have to buy, stake, and hold. Okay, if everybody works together, if everybody works as a team to hold, we all benefit over a period of time. So they're trying to stop the nature of pumping and dumping. Their coins and things that came out and people buy it at cheap, it goes all the way up, people pump and then dump, and then the coin dies off. They're trying to encourage everybody cross-working together, holding their money, and all enjoying the yield at the same time. So early investors will obviously get more gains and then depreciate. Later investors get it. So what they're trying to say is, even if Olympus DAO drops, I don't know what's the value, 1,000, they're worth $1,000 just now. So if you bought $1,000, and even if they drop to $500, you're still getting your rewards paid over. You're not going to get a loss. So it's one of those decentralized, autonomous way of building, raising money, raising fund treasury. So if anything goes wrong with Ethereum, Olympus will be the treasury yield area to help fund any issues or any crash or any losses or any insurances that they could build together. So Olympus is what they are. So I'm actually very bullish on the Wonderland time. That's something that I'm still working on. I'm still studying. I discovered this about 2 weeks ago. I'm still working on, but I'm actually into the AVAX ecosystem as well. Again, cryptos that's got functionality that you can use and switch and learn and cross over and farm and use NFTs and build insurances. Things are changing right before my eyes in 2021. So it's not one of those you buy a Dogecoin, you hold it and wait for something to happen. Shibu Inu, wait for buy 5,000, become a billionaire. Not everybody, no, it doesn't happen to everybody, but it's got functionality and it's got Web 3.0 built into it, access, and it's completely just exploring as we watch it go. So AVAX is something that I'm still going down a rabbit hole. I'm still trying to discover, but a lot of new things that I do and learn every day. So that is where I am just now. I spoke over an hour just now, and that's where I am really. And I hope that I can share more in future. And I'll just go back to the Q&A session. So let me just stop share screen. PDF share screen. Where's my share screen? Allow. Okay, so before I go Q&A, I just want my final words to everyone, watching this on record as well. If you're still watching, if you survived it 1 whole hour, my final words is no matter what happens in the market, bull, bear, keep investing. Always keep invested. If you guys have stuck with me since 2020 or 2019, I always keep investing, keep saving, and we are in a good place just now. We have the financial market's been resetted. You're in for the good place. Don't buy and leave and come back in 2025. It's a bit too late. So money printing is still happening. I know we're going to get quantitative easing slowing down, but money is being printed. Money is still being devalued. Inflation is coming up. Is your salary growing? That's why I ask myself every day, is your salary growing? The only reason I'll stop investing is somebody pays me more money than my investment is coming to. And what's your outgrowing growth? Things are getting more expensive. Me going back to work now, I can see my bills going back up again. Car, I pay £1.50 for a liter of diesel. Before it was like 99. How did a 50% rise happen just in a few months' time? And the need, I'm just telling you guys every time, if you hold stocks, try 1 to 3% of crypto. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Luna, those are the blue chip and layer 1 coins. Do consider buying some crypto. Hold it. You don't have to do what I do. You can buy and hold. You can stake it. Coinbase helps you to stake. Crypto.com helps you to stake. Just hold them, make some interest, and let it grow. It's an asset you hold. It's an asset that doesn't increase in quantity. It's the quantity gets smaller or less. Money printing is killing inflation, and inflation is really your main enemy. So that's what I tell people day in, day out. So I hope you guys remember that. Keep investing, keep saving, don't give up, keep learning. It's better than you sit down and watch Netflix every day. Building the brain. So what I've said and tweeted this today, it's really, really something very personal deep down with me. So it's all about, you can spend all night watching Netflix, but if you can spend an hour or two reading about the economy, reading about the financial stock market, reading about crypto, read about business, it really helps you and your next generation, your children, to not forecast, but prepare for the next financial crash. We don't know when the next black market or the next long decade year of market decline will happen again. We don't know, but in fact, you can prepare them if you prepare yourself to understand how the macroeconomics work. So this is me preparing. Hopefully I can hand it over to my kids, because I've listened to a lot of podcasts recently when I'm at work. I put my headphones on, and it's all this macroeconomists, all these bankers that's coming out, left their day job, retired, even at financial crash. Those guys had loads of money. And what I've heard from 3 different persons, what they said is they knew that the 2007 crash was coming. They knew that the Spanish bank, the Greek banks going bankrupt, it was unavoidable. These guys knew it. The guys from Wall Street, the guys from these consultancy firms, they knew that it was coming. But why wasn't this shared to social media? Why wasn't this shared to the media and telling us people, hardworking people like us? Nobody told us this was coming. We thought that the house price will always go up and up and up, but they said they knew it. So if you and me study a bit more about how things work, how money in relation to exchange works, we could understand, we could anticipate it sooner than normal people. That's all I want to say. Okay. So again, I'm going to go down the Q&A and see how everybody's doing. I think Kerwin has just answered my question. Grayscale has bought megatons of Luna and AVAX today. That's why Luna has broke $50. AVAX has broke over 75. Thank you very much, Karin. You read my mind. That's what I was going to say. And I'm just going to go out and say, Adrian, how to get started on Luna? Sounds complicated. Do you have a beginner's guide? I've not produced a video. I've done it on LiveSpot. But again, Adrian, I'll be in tomorrow. I know it's for the Patreon members, but you guys are on here. I'll tell you guys the link that I've sent just now. 5 o'clock UK time on LiveSpot. I will show what I do on Terra Luna, why I'm bullish on how I do my farming. One aspect of it. But at least I'll show you the basic on how you buy from crypto.com and transfer it to your wallet and start working on it. Like I said, don't hold Luna in your centralized exchange. Hold Luna as a decentralized wallet, which I'll explain. So Luna's got lots of functionality. Trendy Andy, nice name. Alex, in which stock would you put 10,000 euros just now? Okay, if you want me to pick one stock here to pick now with the highest growth potential, I would say it'd be a tight race between CoinBase and AMD. Okay, if AMD was still 77, I'll pick AMD, but AMD has really flew double. So it's really AMD or Coinbase. But if you really say, Alex, you're punching me, you're holding me down, punching me, say, Alex, pick one, you can't pick two, then I'll say Coinbase. I'll say Coinbase to put 10,000 because Coinbase, I think it'd be, I might be wrong, but I've made this claim many, many times that Coinbase might be the fastest $1 trillion company. People laughed at me. But I believe that, fine, people laugh at me. I don't really care, to be honest. It's my foolishness. Because Coinbase not only serve people like you and me, they actually serve institutional funds. So, for example, I'll give you guys one example, yeah? For example, the company you're working with, okay, you might be working for the fireman's department. They run the pension for firemen, or you might be working in a corporate company that does security, that does serve security equipment around the world, a gas detection system around the world. You might be working for oil company. Inflation is hitting hard. All the cash flow that this company are making, they've got lots of cash, but money is depreciating. They don't even know whether to put in gold or silver or US dollar or GBP or euros. People get complicated. So what they do, they want to hedge their money. To hedge and protect their money, where do they go? Cryptos. And where's the best place to do? What you think you guys are gonna go into you're gonna go to Binance and buy some coins? No, they have to go to Coinbase, sign a contract, and let Coinbase manage the coins for them and secure. Because you're not gonna have a department to have all your keys written out. You're gonna have somebody else to manage. It's Coinbase. So Coinbase will deal with institutional investors, like maybe perhaps a Shell or BP if they decide to hold some crypto, or Saudi Aramco, or John Lewis, or I don't know, Asda, or Walmart. If Walmart decides to, oh, let's keep some crypto, let's buy some Bitcoin, they're not going to buy. They're going to go to likes of Coinbase or Silvergate. So that's why I said so much hope for Coinbase to go even higher. Me and you retail investors buying NFTs and all, it's just that scratch the surface where they're going. So they're going even bigger. Coinbase, I'm looking forward to the earnings. I think perhaps it's next week. I think about 4 or 5 days time. So, and we'll see that the growth that's going to be coming through. Okay, so Coinbase is me. I've just spoken so long. That's me. I took too much. Okay, Karin again, because you helped me with a great case. I'm going to read your question. What would you recommend to someone with $500 to $1,000 who wants to get started in crypto at this moment? What would you recommend? Karin, I always start from the bottom base. Start from the bottom base. I don't want to shell out coins like, mover coins and KDA and all that high risk coin. I want you to get in and understand. So the likes of Ethereum will be my base point. Okay, Bitcoin, fine if you prefer. But Ethereum, my base point. Buy some Ethereum, hold it, and try to understand, the nature of Ethereum, what they're doing. Read the white paper. Understand the coin and token as well. Or, if you go into Solana, if you think Ethereum is high, Solana is basically a 2017 version of Ethereum or Terra Luna. Those are the coins. Get all those top tier coins. I will try to avoid Cardano for now. I don't recommend meme coins to anyone. I'm not going to shell out meme coins. It's something that I debate with my best friend every time. But I personally don't buy meme coins. Even if meme coins go to the bill, I'm going to just miss that boat. It doesn't really fit my bill. So crypto, Ethereum, study about them, or go to Solana. Solana's got their own issues just now, but scalability is none of them. So that's where I would start and start building your pot. If you're young as well, don't feel refrained from not buying NFTs. NFTs, I don't know where it's going, but it's holding some digital valuation. So get yourself some Ethereum, get some Solana, or do half and half. get some Ethereum to hold, and get some Solana or Luna and do some DeFi, do some liquid pooling and learn about it. That's where you need to learn. Crypto is not a stock where you hold it and do nothing about it. It's something that you can actually DeFi and explore the world. So that's where I am. I hope that helps. Alex, hey Mera, how you doing? Speak please about Tiger if you know some interesting news. The thing is about, except for Coinbase, about the likes of last time I saw this, I've not looked at the stock last few days. So any stocks like brokers like the likes of Robinhood, Tiger, what was that? A Chinese company that went really up high. I can't remember the name. So Tiger. So any of those stocks, like eToro, all those stocks that really rake it in the beginning of 2021 that make profit, have starting to see a great decline because retail investors are not interested in stocks anymore. Okay, it's only like people like me. Even me, I don't really buy them much. People are all moving over to crypto so they can see a decline. So that's why Robinhood is in a rush trying to improve the system, to turn it into a wallet form rather than eToro, where you buy and you cannot transfer. It doesn't become a function. You just hold it as a face value. So those guys are struggling. The likes of Tiger, they're all struggling just now. So there's nothing positive that I can say, but I just hope that, I don't know if retail investors will come back and start buying stocks again. But at the moment, the pinnacle point is everybody is doing cryptos. Everybody's doing cryptos. There's more and more knowledge being shared about crypto. Even I myself is doing more crypto than stocks just now. So when it's going to turn around, I don't know. Are they on a floor? I really don't know. So it's something that you just have to monitor, watch and see where we're going. But again, all the interest, all the spotlight is on crypto just now. That's why they're really suffering. Okay. And I think Jatin just told me that Peloton missed the EPS by 74%. Oh my goodness. Is the stock falling, Jatin? I'm just looking at my screen just now. Yeah, sorry. You guys might be looking at a different screen. Peloton stock. Peloton has just dropped future 24% to 64. Peloton is really dropping value. It's like Chegg dropped 40% in a day, and now Peloton's dropped all-time high. So Peloton within a year has lost literally half its value from tomorrow onwards because they missed. So it really goes to show that working from home stocks is really in at risk. So you've seen the decline. People are going back to work just now. So wow, Peloton holders, I don't know what to do next. Something to do. You buy and risk transfer? But if risk transfer go to where? Something going to be a difficult one. It's one of this where a lot of stocks have fallen. But a lot of great like AMD and Tesla and Nvidia, they're all flying up high, and some stocks have dropped half their value. So it's quite a difficult one to call. Even risk transfer this time is really difficult. I can't comment on it just now, Peloton. And guess who's in the house? Huh? Marco Wong, why are you not sleeping? Marco, this is the legendary Marco. He's my favorite go-to man for questions. I ask him more questions than he asks me questions. So Marco, he's Mr. Luna man, and he's I've never seen anybody learn so fast on crypto. Now he's jumping from boat to boat, sharing information, and he's doing a really good deal. So all I can say is, if you guys want to speak to Marco, pick his brains. I'm sure he's getting more and more busy by the day. Everybody's picking his brains. Join our Discord channel; it's free. Marco is there, Brian is there, Green Sky is there, Jatin is there to help everybody out, and we share lots of information. Even you read back the history, there's really gold dust stuff. And some stuff that Marco has written about 3 weeks ago, I still go back and read it. So Marco's in the house, and 50% crypto. So yeah, we do speak about it. So people ask me, say, Alex, how much is a crypto holding? So for me, it's my stocks holding. Yeah, I've not really moved it. I'm trying not to move it. Okay, stocks holding, conviction. I've moved my eToro, but I never classed my eToro as my stocks anyway. My eToro, I moved it all to crypto. So I'm not on eToro no more. So I'm growing myself. So I think the ratio just now is around about 17 to 100. So two different baskets. So if there's a ratio, I'm not talking about combination, it's about 17% or 20%. Hopefully hit 20% soon compared to my stock. So I'm growing. Well, back in January, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It kept growing. I think Marco, I think 50% crypto. He's trying to hit me something. I'm trying to read his mind here. It's good. Yes, Futu. I think Marco is, thanks again. I think guys are all helping Nicholas. Futu, that's the companies that's really suffering just now. Futu, Tiger. It's going to be a difficult one. I cannot comment on it yet. I just need to really look into details and maybe hope to share that with you. Jatin is saying Witcher season 2 is coming out. Looks good. Maybe that's why Netflix is soaring. You know, after Squid Games, you go Witcher season 2, and it's really good. And Jatin knows me and Marco are Liverpool fans as well. If you guys are Liverpool fans, you know, always give me a shout out. WYNA. Follow myself, Marco, Jatin. Follow us on Twitter. You know, really active there. We share information. You know, my YouTube time might be declining, but my Twitter time has just gone through the roof. Things are happening so fast right in front of us. Yeah. Joseph Andres Walsh, the only person today has asked me about Tesla. I'm surprised nobody came in and like cursed me, said, Alex, you're stupid. You sold Tesla at 1,048. Look, Tesla's 1,200. You lost 20% gains. You are stupid. Hey, I put my hand up. Is that a mistake? I need to take profit. I need to grow cash, but I feel a bit silly now. Not cash sitting there. I don't know what to do with them. So, but the question is Tesla, okay? How far will Tesla go? 3,000 plus Amazon levels is ambitions? Yeah, of course, Joseph. Tesla, like I said, $3 trillion company. I'm not surprised. But is it going to go up in a straight line? Stocks don't go up in a straight line. Overvalued, but I might be wrong about my sell trigger. But I think 3,000 is not a problem. Stock split is on the horizon. We're not even going to see, you might even see 3,000 post before stock split. We don't know. Yes, you will go 3,000 eventually. You go within this decade. If you're a stocks investor, you're looking for growth, that you can sleep on. Tesla is where we are. And yes, it'll be all at Amazon level. And ambition, sustainable future. I always like their solar panels, the expansion of renewable, but I think there are issues with their customer service and the solar panel expansion just now. So that department is really suffering. I don't know what they're going to do, but Gigafactories is what I'm looking at. Gigafactories expansion, Giga batteries being shipped and ported over to other companies like Audi, Toyota, and also software being shared, software data, and the dojo system, the AI dojo system. They reach all the data collected from the road. They're going to share it with Audi as a rental to other companies for a bit of a subscription from other companies. So economy is booming for Tesla. But again, going up a straight line, I'm not too sure. I have to watch. But I know that in January, there'll be a Singapore billionaire called Mr. Leo, Professor Leo. He'll be buying another million shares, not $1 million, 1 million Tesla shares. And he's keen to bring it over. I think he set a magic number of 8,888,000 shares of Tesla. I don't think he hit it. I think he did say that he's a millionaire, but he's not that rich to buy 8,888,888. But he's trying to buy another 1 million stocks of Tesla in January. That's where he's liquidating some part of his company to buy Tesla. So I think we'll see a strong run, a strong support all the way there. But what happens after January, we don't know. Okay, because we know that companies will eventually rebalance their portfolio. Grayscale only considering, the Sifu has spoken. Grayscale only considering the Grayscale pump has not started yet. So it's still early days. I think early days. We've seen AVAX gone up, but I think Marco is right. Still early days. Grayscale has just put their foot in. They have not really bought in volume yet. I think he's right. That's where we come from. Again, guys, get hold of Marco on Discord. One day I'm surprised that Marco is not a YouTuber yet. If he's a YouTuber or a Twitter, what do you call it? Twitter guest room, he'll be the man. Marco, think about it, man. Think about it. Investing with you. Smash it, bro. With Tesla, Nvidia, those are my top stocks. Well done, man. See, like-minded things alike. It's not me picking a stock. It's everybody as a community picking the right stocks. Like I said, and there's no point picking 25 different stocks. These are the stocks that will go through time. I'm not saying these stocks will always go up. They will hit a bump road along the way, but they are the heroes for now. What are your bigger positions? Okay, I've shared this. I've hidden today, but I'll share this with you guys as well. My biggest position: AMD, Nvidia, Tesla, CoinBase, Dark Trace. I still hold Pinterest, and I bought some Twitter. Okay, I bought some Twitter in the dip, and I bought more Twitter. I need to hold a social media company. If I sold my Pinterest, I have to sell at least one. So I'm bullish. The reason why I like social media company because it's the company I can see the highest gross margin. They just sell nothing. They sell nothing. They sell digital fluff. They make money out of it. So business form, I like Twitter for now. So these are my 5 holdings: AMD, Nvidia, Tesla, Coinbase, dark trades. Okay, so I've got some cash. I don't know what I'm going to deploy, but my next lot of cash might most likely go into AMD or Coinbase. I think that's where Nvidia is attractive as well, especially in metaverse. Really, really, really favoring Nvidia. Okay, Kaiser, is buying Ethereum something you would wait? Oh, it's a hard one. I don't know. It's a really, really hard for me to say. I did share some stuff with folks on buy trigger on Ethereum at 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007. Guess what? It never reached that level, and it was just flying. I was wrong on that. Outside dollar cost average, man, I cannot. I'm just going to go chicken genius mode. Just dollar cost average Ethereum down. I mean, it might still dip, but again, Ethereum target now, it's after end of the year, where they fuse the bomb, where proof of stake happens, where they stop all the mining. That's the next big milestone you're gonna see, and no more mining, and then the scarcity of Ethereum will just go. It's just like a vacuum packed. You just go. They're still burning Ethereum, and then you see price hike. And once they get the beacon merge, because they've got the beacon merging with because now Ethereum is running on a different timeline, and now the beacon, if you type on coin market, you see B Ethereum, so it's beacon Ethereum. Once they merge the two pricing, and that will push and squeeze the price even higher, and scarcity will just vacuum packed in. So Ethereum, it comes to a point where I really give up on trying to do buy triggers for cryptos. It's just try to dollar cost average. I mean, if I had 4,500 in my crypto accounts, I'll buy, I'll easily buy Ethereum. But again, Ethereum, there are different ways of manipulating Ethereum. So now I've got Ethereum in my Terra Station wallet as a synthetic type Ethereum. It's called B Ethereum or N Ethereum. I'm farming Luna. It's a complicated process. So yes, I hold Ethereum, and you guys should buy it. I think I've got addition. I think we're still talking about Tiger here, guys. Thank you very much for the input. Tiger and Futu applying cryptos to Singapore, but there's a few months old news. Yes, I think all these brokers are really trying to get. I think eToro as well. They're trying to get into wallets. If you're selling cryptos and not giving us people the freedom of having a wallet to send and transfer, it's not a crypto. I want to own it. I want to have my own addressable wallet. If you don't have that, it's not crypto. It's decentralized. I want to have it on my phone. I want to walk around knowing that nobody's going to hack me except for my phone unless somebody steals it. Okay, it's huge. Peloton, I write it down. Peloton, I don't know what we're going to do. Peloton, should we hold? Should we go? There's one guy on Twitter that I follow. He's a huge Peloton holder, and I'll see what he says about Peloton, on FinTwit. Yeah, I'm really gobsmacked to know that it's dropped 25%. FinTwit, man, I love Twitter, man. FinTwit, Twitter, I'm on it every single day. Can't wait to see what Tesla release again. The power storage for solar will be a big game changer. Yeah, I really, really like their power storage. I really like the solar side. I was hoping that to grow as big as well. I was hoping that to take over after Solar City's demonstration. I don't know why it slowed down. I don't know. I think maybe somebody needs to shake up in that department there. Maybe I'll just go knock at the door and say, hire an engineer. What's your opinion on SQ earnings? I've not looked at SQ earnings yet. Is it out today? Oh gosh, it's dropped 5%. Let me go to the hypercharts. There's a fly flying in my room. Okay, I've paid for my hypercharts. Why is it asking me 14 trial? Okay, give me a second. My internet's quite slow as well. So let me just not add the stream, but just let me stop screen, share screen. I'll just share on the fly. I didn't even know that it was today. Olympus style. Okay, let me just go to my hypercharts. Let me go to my Square. Okay, so I believe the earnings are not even out yet here. I think they're still trying to update. I can see 21 Q3, so they don't have data for the Cash App. But if the gross payment has increased, the revenue segment has decreased. Wow, for Q3 2021. So the Bitcoin has decreased. So less people buying Bitcoin on their wallet. It looks like a downside revenue operating income. I mean, Operating income is decreased as well, gross profits. So net income is going to zero. I think know what they're throwing lots of money somewhere. Oh, because they're buying lots of bitcoins, aren't they not? And operating margin, gross margins increased, which is good news. Operating expenses is healthy spending habits. The growth has dipped a lot. The growth year on year is 26%. Remember, all the money, all the growth that you've seen the last few quarters were all based on their sales of Bitcoin. It was like a new revenue income for them. It was purely selling and selling and buying Bitcoin. That's what really boosted them up. And now it seems like it's slowing down. Don't know, maybe Coinbase is stolen, but it's something that I need to look into a bit more detail. And I see them dropping to about, what was I saying just now? Future market for Square stock. Oh, it dropped 5% to 236. Something I need to revisit on. I need to evaluate and how much they are. I think the last time I looked at that, I still felt they're a bit overvalued. But that was when they were hitting about 280, 290, and now they dropped down. Are they still overvalued? I think they're still expensive compared to like this Coinbase. I'll still buy Coinbase over Square just now. But it's something that we need to look. But extraordinary, I've not much about it. I need to look into the details. Kerwin Trey, we need to keep Marco's secret. I learned something. Yeah, that's great. Yes, Kerwin, how are you doing, Kerwin? You're the Kerwin that we spoke to like today. Yeah, how are you doing? Yes, you need to keep that secret. Yeah, it's great. It's great. I think it's Marco and everybody else, Kerwin yourself as well. People asking, it's not just about folks contributing to the answers, it's folks asking the right questions, and others will be thinking and try to contribute to and you don't realize when you ask a question and when you speak, you don't realize that hundreds of people are also reading your question and thinking the same thing. So it's good that everybody's asking and sharing. So keep the process going. Joseph is saying that I'm looking to increase my position in Tesla to lead my portfolio. Great, well done, man. I like that. I like the mentality. When it rebalances, that maybe with the next stock market correction or possible crash. So possible crash, I don't think so. But again, anything could happen. I'm not gonna put set in stone 100%. Market correction predominantly, especially with the tapering coming into effect again. So we need to see. But yes, the rebalancing dip will be the one. So portfolios get rebalanced every time at the end of the year after Christmas in January, February. That's where you're going to see some rebalancing coming on. And that's when might be opportunity. But the problem is, for me, in my experience, Tesla is at 1.2. It might go 1.3, 1.4, 1.5. And then if it drops, it might drop to as low as 1.2. And, was that the right buying time? We really don't know. We can't forecast it. But again, like Chicken Genius says, I'm not going to take his words, but dollar cost average every time is always a good way to go. But if you're the type who wants to buy in a huge, just wait for the dip, put some trigger levels on it. And great to be buying the stock. Have you considered buying Facebook Meta? Yeah, I actually consider it. I'm thinking now. The last Facebook video I released was I said sell Facebook. It was at 270 and then Facebook rocketed to 350, and I got loads of trolls behind me saying you are a beep beep. So at that time, I felt that Facebook was not expanding no more. They missed out on their crypto train. They missed out on their dating app. They missed out on their Fiverr equivalent of social media / freelancer type. So they never produced a product for quite some time. But with Meta, I'm really looking at Facebook again, because like or not like Mark Zuckerberg, but he's got a great team behind him and he's innovating. It looks like he's prepared metaverse way before, about back in 2017, where he was having a spill with Elon Musk about virtual reality versus augmented reality, AR versus VR. So now he looks like he's got a nice finished polished product for us to jump in, putting on your 3D goggles. You can walk I think you can walk to CoinMarketCap just now. CoinMarketCap has got a shop lot that you can actually go in through Facebook Metaverse. That's what I've read. So it's something that you should look at. So have you considered? I think what level, what valuation, we don't know. But if anybody holding Facebook, great, hold. No reason to sell. Come on, no reason to sell Facebook just now. So it's something that we just have to look and learn. Yep, I like Facebook. Now I'm backing to like Facebook again. Remember, I don't know if anybody knows this, Facebook used to be my top holdings as Facebook and Nvidia before the crash 2019, all the way from 16, 17, 18, 19. Facebook was my biggest holding. I bought Facebook My first time I bought Facebook, it was like $56 back then, and I was buying dollar cost averaging, and I sold it because I felt that they were just hitting stagnant. But then it went up. So Marco is saying, my mom holds OIHXLE. Any sell triggers? Your mom's holding on. It's peaking. It's doing well. OIH stock. Is it stopped? Is it stopped growing? So the last time I bought it was a few months ago. I saw OIHXLE. I think they're starting to stagnate. We need to watch and see where they go. XLE, give me a second. XLE. Sorry, you guys are not seeing my screen because I'm not sharing it. Taking profit, I think all the earnings for oil stocks looks really good. So XLE is basically all the major oil companies. OIH is basically all the service company. So the only problem with the OIH versus XLE is XLE are doing well. The XLE will be flying. They'll be rocketing. The OIH will need these major companies to start using capitals again. They need to start using their capex. They need to start expanding projects, new platform, new discovery, and this OIH will then boom after it. But for now, if the likes of Exxon, Shell, BP are not exploring new platforms, new sites, you're not going to see this service company go. So if you can hold those OIH, or XLE, you'll be doing well. I think XLE will do well for now. It's evident that XLE will be soaring up to 60, 70 zone. It's going up to the 70 zone. OIH has got a lot of upside, but it needs a project to really kick it off before Halliburton, Schlumberger really flies across. So I would say, I will hold them. If you don't really want to hold them, if you find the oil might be peaking, then just transfer to the bank stocks, the Goldman Sachs, the HSBC, the Barclays. Those are the ones that you don't hold oil, hold bank. That's what I will really look at. Joseph, any thoughts of Ocado Group, which soared during lockdown but down 30% this year? I feel online growth will become prominent. For me, I used to hold Ocado as well, but I've left them. I think it came to a point where they were only in the UK. I was very bullish about them when Ocado started expanding in the French the French supermarket. They were going to Spanish, Italian supermarket, and then everything stopped after that. Robotics, warehouses, people just stopped. What's happened? So until we see new news about them, about growth before Ocado, I think Ocado is barely even making profit just now. So great growth company, Ocado, down. I agree with online groceries, but it looks like the likes of Deliveroo are doing far better than Ocado. So for me, I wouldn't buy Ocado just now until I see boom, because it's really high expenses going up, but I don't see much inflow from Ocado. They're just loading the license of their robotic factories. Okay. Yeah, I think Jatin is right. Click and collect Sainsbury. Everyone has picked up the game since COVID. So he's got a point there. Jatin's got a point there, Joseph. Everybody's picked up the game. So Ocado, Sainsbury is really delivering food to your door. Yeah, we use Sainsbury every day. I don't even use Ocado. And Sainsbury is making loss just to make sure that they turn around food rather than let them rot away in the fridges. So yeah, I think I agree with you. Jatin, thank you very much. I think it's a very, very good point. Yeah. No problem, Marco. No problem. Say hi to your mom as well. Yeah. Get your mom on Twitter. Hey, she might be on Twitter already. Yeah. She might be on Twitter already. I don't know if I told you guys, we're talking about moms. I miss my mom as well. But I just want to share before I go. I started knowing about crypto back in about 2017, 2018, and back then I couldn't find information. I didn't want to speak. There's one friend that I knew that got into crypto, but he got this information off I don't know. He bought like some special group. I don't know. So he bought crypto. He was the one that told me about Ethereum back then in 2018. I did hold 45 Ethereum, and guess what? I sold my Ethereum in 2020 during the crash for $200 each. No joke. Yeah. I admit it now, $200 each. I sold 45 Ethereum. I'll share it with you guys on Twitter next time. And I sold it because of the crash, and I need to make sure I got cash in hand during COVID. If I lost my job, it was that time where I could have lost my job as well. We were having this email from work saying that if you hear from us on Friday, if you get an email, that means you don't come back on a Monday. It was quite scary. So I had to watch out for number one. I didn't want to sell my stock, so I sold my Ethereum first. I sold $200 worth of Ethereum, 45 Ethereum, $200. So anyway, the story about mom is my friend that told me to buy cryptos back then convinced his mom to buy Bitcoin and Ethereum as well. And I think back then his mom was just retired, yeah, and she bought Ethereum. She had a ledger, you know, that the ledger, not nano, but the older one, the one, the squarish black one. She had a ledger of her own. And back then her mom was buying Bitcoin. Bitcoin was worth $4,000 and her mom was just buying. I think last I heard her mom had like, 5-6 Bitcoin and she had like 30-40 Ethereums. That was back in 2018, 2019, That's a mom buying crypto. Man, she was badass. And I don't know how much, I've not spoken to my friend since, but I know my friend himself holds lots of Bitcoin and Ethereum as well. And last I heard last week, he actually bought a new house. He moved, and I'm sure it was from his crypto funding. But it's funny the fact that him and his mom hold as big of a portfolio each way. Imagine a badass mom holding 5 to 10 Ethereum or 5 to 10 Bitcoin. I think that's really badass, And yeah, that was pretty cool. So if anybody moms out there who holds crypto, I want to get her on the show and just chat to her. Like they say, boomers will not invest in crypto, but that's wrong. Even my mom wanted to buy Dogecoin when I did the video, saying, "Get me some Dogecoin." I said, "Mom, it's a meme coin." So things are changing. People are adopting. People are listening to their kids. People are learning as much as go. I might be listening to my kids buying different type of coins in future. I don't know. But yeah, like Marco said, Jatin, she will face heart attack getting on Twitter. No way Facebook is good for her. Yep, Facebook group. That's where my parents is. Okay, last but not least, I want to say happy Diwali to everybody who's celebrating out there. And thank you very much. I've been on for 1 hour, 37 minutes. And thank you very much for survived this. I enjoyed this. And hope to see you guys again. And if you guys want, join me on LiveSpot tomorrow. I really want to dig into deep how I walk through this farming method. Still learning process, but I thought I'd share it out with you guys. Could it be successful? Could it be not? But again, it's just something to share. Jack Peru. One last question. Jack Peru, how are you doing? Mr. Surfer. Hi, one question. When the Bitcoin bull run ends, but altcoins are running up, will Bitcoin mining stock will be down? I'm not a big fan of Bitcoin mining stock because a lot of this mining stock, they're profiting off Ethereum, and once proof of stake comes in, they're not there. So are you more interested in a Bitcoin mining stock, or we're talking about a Bitcoin and altcoins here? Because one Bitcoin bull run will end. I've been talking about to somebody in the last few days, but when is it going to end? What we're going to do? So I think eventually we need a game plan if it does end. My game plan, I've spoken to Marco, and I've spoken to Green Sky, I've spoken to Brian, Fiji, a few guys on the channel. Credit to them as well. When the bull run ends, what are we going to do? So I think master plan conviction that everybody's agreeing on is to hold lots of stable coins, farm stable coins, hold stable coins, basically UST, USDC. So hold them. If anything goes wrong, at least your USDC, USDT will not go down, because it's quite reluctant to sell your cryptos. But if you need to sell cryptos and you can time it, then fine. Time it. Bull run will end. And remember, 1 week of crypto is 1 month of stocks, because crypto is 24/7. So another next 3 months of crypto could be like essentially another quarter for the crypto. No, another 3 months of crypto will be almost like a year of stocks. So we have to be careful. But I'm not a big fan of this mining stock. I've seen a few that's gone up and down. But altcoins is the same as well. If Bitcoin goes down, altcoins will go down. So, like Mara and Riot. Yeah, I'm not look at them. Riot. I used to, I did swing Riot quite a bit, but I left Riot. I don't know where Riot is just now. So, Riot is from highs of 80 back all the way down, and I don't know. I rather buy Bitcoin than go buy Riot stocks. Yeah, to be honest. You see, even Marathon Digital's up. Peter holding unicorn. Because if it's quite a hard one. I prefer to hold crypto than try to buy the mining stocks, because nowadays cryptos is very usable. You can farm them, you can DeFi them, you can stake them, you can buy time, you can buy Olympus Ohm for high yield stakes. There's so many ways to work around it. So it's really waste of your money just waiting to sit there hoping for a boom. Even the likes of Polkadot, you still got 2x, 3x them if you can hold for 2 years. Waiting for the likes of Riot and Mara to go another 2 or 3x is going to be less likely. But you could have other potential that could help you 2-3x. So if you want to go into crypto, get those top 20 tokens like Phantoms, like even Phantoms got so much upside that we can see. They just had their is it Dubai? They had a conference in Dubai, and soon we get Solano's one in Portugal. Things are exploring, things expanding, information being shared. So if you can get 2-3x 10x, crypto is the way to go. Even crypto.com coins, token, crypto.com token, for me it's just gone 3x today. I got it at like 10 cents, and now they're at 30 cents just now. So is it 3x? Yeah, 10, 30. Yeah, 2x. So it's stuff like that. So Jack Peru, if you want to get into those, just don't go to stocks. Just go straight to the cryptos. I think that's more lucrative for you, more exciting, more new environment rather than going to mining, because Ethereum's proof of work to proof of stake is a huge risk. That's all I can say. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Really appreciate this, you guys coming on and sharing your views and thoughts. But I just want to say thank you all and have a good day, and hope to see you all soon. And that is my NFT, by the way. This NFT I paid $200 worth. Don't tell my wife because she's gonna kill me. But that is my first NFT that I minted. I'm proud of it. I hope that represents me in a mask. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Have a good day. And if you're all from other areas in the world, good night or good morning to you. Bye.